Day, everyone. It's Amanda here with your February 2018 RuneScope. This month, I will be using a new deck that I got over the holidays from my sister, the Wonderland Tarot, which I've been wanting for a really long time. It's by Chris Abbey and Morgana Abbey. I love it. So we'll be using that in conjunction with the runes for your reading this month. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do click the subscribe button if you find that I'm connecting with your energy and the messages that are coming through are resonating with you. That way, whenever I upload my new videos, they will go to your subscription feed. You can also tap the little bell to set up alerts if you would like to be alerted whenever I upload new content. Be sure to join me for part 2 of this video over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling one card from Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall for your spiritual guidance. Also, it's Valentine's Day, so your 2018 love readings are also over there for you to check out. I did use a deck that does contain nudity and sexual situations, though, for those readings. So heads up, for those of you that that's not your thing, you may just want to listen to the audio on that and maybe not look too closely at the pictures. So I've been looking for years for a good love-based deck, and I don't know, they're all just a little fluffy puffy for me. I haven't really found one that I connect with. If you want to recommend one, please leave it in the comments. That would help me out. I will check those out. Maybe you could help me on my search. So yeah, that's over there. Also, your 2018 career and finance RuneScope is over there too, on Vimeo, to give you a more specific look at that area of life for you in 2018. But all of that being said, let's jump into your February RuneScope. Hey Scorpio, let's jump in to the rune bag here and see which runes want to give us some details and information about your February 2018 for my Scorpios. What do they need to know? As always, Scorpio, keep in mind that these are general readings, so you can get clarification or additional messages by watching your rising sign as well. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading will be specific to you. Some will be for the other Scorpions that are watching. If you would like something far more specific, you would need to schedule a private consultation with me. That's the only way I can connect directly with your energy. I do those on Skype. They are $70 for 30 minutes. And I will be offering the 60-minute yearly New Year's readings through February 28th only. So if you want to schedule one of those, get in touch with me now. We can set that up. We will take an in-depth look, just like the 2018 yearly reading that I posted here on YouTube. It's one reading for the first 6 months and another reading for the second 6 months. So if you want to do that, drop me a line and we'll set up that appointment. But let's see what's going on with my Scorpios here. Challenge or focus, that's where we start. Okay. Well, you've got the 10 of Flamingos in reverse. So this is the 10 of Swords in other decks. It's better in reverse, but it's in the challenge position. So I feel like what the challenge is for February is getting over a past betrayal, a past hurt. There's really good runes around this though. It's like I want to trust this person. I want to trust this energy. I want to feel positive about it. I want to recover from this. But I need more information, or I'm not sure, or, you know, I'm not sure if this is going to pan out, or I'm not sure if this is a good idea, right? Some of you, this may be physical. Maybe you are in recovery for something in February. Some of you may have a surgery scheduled. There may be something going on with your back. The 10 of Swords can quite literally mean back issues, back surgery, pulling something in your back. So, I mean, yeah, this could be, your challenge could just be like, you know, damn, I pulled something and now it's going to be okay, but I have to take time off, or I have to not use my back. which essentially means doing nothing, right? Because everything we do, I mean, you know, you may need to follow some doctor's orders that are difficult, but some of you may just be like, okay, well, I'm glad I got that procedure done. It sucks that I've got to recover from it now. But I will recover and I'll be better for it when that period is over. Now this doesn't have to be you, Scorpio. This could just be you there helping a loved one who's going through a surgery or dealing with a health issue, and they've had the procedure, they've had it taken care of, or they went and got the treatment, but now there's a recovery period, and maybe you, you know, are just helping them out. You now have that extra responsibility of helping them deal with a situation, get over this, deal with it. Doesn't have to be physical. This could also be somebody getting over a betrayal in a relationship, getting, you know, maybe they're getting a divorce, or separating from someone, and you're there, or maybe your challenge is to be there for them. Maybe this is somebody that you've had difficulties with in the past, and now they need you, and you have to decide how you feel about stepping up and being there for them. There may be some, again, it'll be different for all of you, but there may be some fish hooks there. You know how you pull one out and there's a ton attached to it. It's like, well, I'd like to help you, but I mean, this is, you know, there's some stuff between us that needs to be worked out first too. So I just feel like a lot of intertwined stickiness with some of you. Like, it's not cut and dry. There's a lot of different things coming up with this energy. Now, Wunyo, though, is the end result, and Uru. So, and this goal is attainable. Whatever the goal is for you, it is attainable. You just have to, you know, wait for it to come. It may not come in February. It may be more into March or even April for some of you. In the present energy, so at the end of January into February, we've got the Hermit card. So, with Yera here. So, some of you could be getting a divorce from a Virgo, or this could be someone you divorced, and this is like a legal situation that it's like, we're almost done. Because the Ten of Swords in reverse, it could also be like, I need to leave this person, but I haven't yet. And I just need to do that. Your challenge in February may be to leave someone, to divorce someone, or to let someone go, or to let a betrayal go so that you can get on with your life, not necessarily with that person. But for some of you, it could be maybe somebody's asking your forgiveness for a betrayal, or you're trying to get someone else's forgiveness for a betrayal, and maybe they're not giving it. The Hermit card can mean someone also. It doesn't have to have a connection to a Virgo, although for some of you, I feel like it does. For some of you, it could just be you're hiding away. It could be because you need some time to think about something. You need some time to weigh your options, or you need to talk to a lawyer. You need to get some advice. You need to get some spiritual advice, or just figure out how you feel about something. You're pulling your energy back. It could also be someone pulling their energy back from you, Scorpio, if they feel like they've gotten stung, or if they feel like they have been wronged by you. This is just indicating patience will be necessary, particularly when it comes to relationships or legal situations. An answer may not be forthcoming, at least here at the beginning of February, and doesn't mean you won't get one by the end. Some of you might, because we do have judgment here in the outcome, and we'll talk about that when we get to that position. But yeah, for many of you, this is a legal situation. It's a divorce. It's a settlement. Or it's a karmic situation having to do with the laws of karma. But there could be something you're not ready to deal with. You can't deal with it right now, so you're pulling back. You're hiding away. Or someone else is feeling that way towards you. Or you do need to seek legal advice. Like, I don't know how to handle this. It could also be contracts. You know, am I going to sign this contract? It doesn't necessarily have to be a legal thing. Maybe it's a job. You know, I need to decide if I'm going to sign this contract. It has the potential to end my troubles, but I don't know. I'm getting a feeling there's maybe something that you should be excited about, and yet you're kind of cautious about it, or you're feeling a certain kind of way about it that's not joyous, and you're kind of like, why am I feeling this way? Is it my intuition? I think something may be going on here. But the help that's going to be available, let's take a look there, see if we can get some more glimpses of insight into this. You've got the Four of Flamingos in reverse. So this is the Four of Swords. Well, this is interesting. This is like the opposite of the Hermit card in the reverse. In the upright, it's very similar to the Hermit card, but in the reverse, Four of Swords is talking about not retreating. So there's something you need to face, something you need to face in February, Scorpio. And it may be a family member. It may be the mother or father of your children. Again, maybe you've been separated. Maybe this is some sort of custody thing, some sort of divorce settlement. You need to proceed with a separation. Some of you need to confront someone and say, hey, I don't want to be married to you anymore. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. It's time for you to bite the bullet, Scorpio. And because something is moving ahead too quickly. Here. Yeah, maybe somebody's speed is different than yours if this is a romantic relationship, Scorpio. Your challenge may be recognizing, now that I'm looking at this and going back to the runes here, your challenge may be acknowledging that this person that I am engaged to or married to or in relationship with is not my true, like this is not someone I can imagine the long road with. This is not, you know, and so you may be faced with, you know, when am I going to tell this person, you know? So I feel like February, they're saying it's going to help you to end this now. And again, this is how a perfect example of how some of you will end it this month. Others of you will not. You'll drag it out. Maybe you'll drag it out till September, Virgo time. I mean, you know, and their advice is saying that's just going to make it worse. It's going to make it harder for you and the person involved. Yeah, the help to you is going to be not retreating from a confrontation here, Scorpio, even if you're doing that in the beginning of the month. Some of you, it may just be you're ghosting someone, like you're not responding, and you need to at least kind of let them know, you know, hey, I'm not going to be going to that, especially if you have like a pre-arranged date or something. You need to get out of that or let them know right away so that they can, you know, plan accordingly. I mean, that's just courteous, Scorpio. Now, for others of you, again, maybe this is somebody doing this to you. Like they've backed off their energy and you're like, hey, are we still doing Valentine's Day? I need to know. You know, I don't want to be sitting at the table alone. I mean, you know, think of, you know, you may be thinking about that. If it's someone that's ghosted you or vice versa here, Scorpio. But for those of you that it is a divorce settlement, a separation, or a contract, it's like, you know, you have to face this. You need to be responsive. And this is not something you can hide from. It needs to go ahead. And it's going to be beneficial to you to move ahead with this. Particularly if it involves children, or you know, if you are working out custody stuff, or just so you can get onto a new beginning, because Bjork is here indicating that whatever is ending is freeing you up for the new beginning. And if you stay in this, it could be blocking a new beginning, a new relationship, a new marriage, a new job, you know, whatever the contract is that you're working out. Now, what must be accepted? about the month of February. Unfortunately, we do have the Three of Flamingos, the Three of Swords. So this is about a broken heart, betrayal, someone stepping out, cheating on someone else. Again, separation, divorcing. I'm sorry to say, Scorpio. Now, again, though, this is a general reading, so this could be someone that's close to you. Again, kind of going back to what we were talking about in the challenge. It's like, this is someone else going through this, and because you're there supporting them, helping them out, it's affecting you, and you're involved in this. Because these two runes are saying there's going to be some gossip going on about this breakup, maybe a lot of internet chitter chatter, maybe one party's spreading lies about the other, you know, that sort of thing. For some of you Scorpios, if you're the one that's going to try to end it, this could be why you're holding back. Because I know that as soon as I break up with this person, my name is going to be mud all over the internet. They're going to be spreading all kinds of things. They have naked pictures of me. That just popped into my brain. Okay, let's backtrack. If somebody's got naked pictures of you, you need to confiscate those, Scorpio. This could also be somebody afraid of breaking up with you for that reason, because it is kind of a Scorpio thing to do, that whole revenge porn thing. I'm just saying it, not saying you would all do it, but you know, the more negative Scorpios, that's some serious revenge. And I mean, that has a lot of power and it can totally ruin someone's life. So, I mean, definitely don't do that. You know, if you're spiritual and truly enlightened and trying to work from the higher side of Scorpio, that's just not something you would do, no matter how bad someone's been, or no matter what they've done to you, no matter who they slept with. The enlightened person says, yeah, I'd love to do that, but I'm not going to, because I know that's going to bring me greater rewards in the long run. Okay? But yeah, if it's you and they've got your pictures, you need to get a hold of those. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for trying to get a hold of those and putting it off until you're able to do that. So, because yeah, if you're dealing with a vindictive person, or somebody who is maybe another Scorpio who's like that, or just somebody who is kind of cray-cray like that, I don't blame you for putting it off until you know they have no way of kind of slandering you, because they're going to do that anyway. You know it's coming. So I think the reason this is coming up is just like, those of you that are like, oh yeah, they're going to be talking smack about me on Twitter and Facebook and what have you. You know that. You know that. You know how you avoid that? Don't go read it. Just avoid it. Resist the temptation to go read it or look at it. You know, but yeah, they may be dragging other people into it, have a bunch of people brought into your private business. You know, I feel like you know what to expect here, Scorpio. Now, some of you, this may be the legal thing, like you're taking someone to court about this stuff they posted on the web about you, or someone's taking you to court, Scorpio, about something that was posted about you. Yeah, I'm getting the word slander, libel. You know, the revenge porn thing came up. So, but yeah, it's like a bunch of people who should not be involved are involved in your business, private business, and gossip, and lies being spread and told about you, particularly on the internet. This is some toxic communication here, Scorpio. But again, this could not involve you at all. This could just be two warring factions and you're drawn in. Maybe you're defending someone who's divorcing, separating from some sort of very angry person, toxic individual who's trying to strike back at them. And that's just never the way. I mean, I get it. We've all been hurt. We've all been betrayed by people. You know, going this route, does not speak to a well-adjusted, enlightened person. So you're probably dealing with a toxic person, maybe even somebody who has some issues when it comes to some sort of mental disorder, or they're not being treated, something they're in denial about. Maybe that's what caused the breakup or divorce in the first place. So for some of you Scorpios, I feel like this is you directly. For others of you, I get the distinct feeling, I feel like it's kind of half and half, that this is not you, but it is like it's breaking loose around you, and you may get involved because you're looking to shut someone's stuff down because it's not true. But the end result of February is judgment. A fair decision is rendered. So if you are going to court about custody, a divorce, a legal separation, slander, libel, you know, getting someone to remove posts. You may just be talking to a lawyer. Hey, this person here, the post this person posted about me, what are my legal rights? You may just need to consult a lawyer about that. You may be going with a friend who's doing that, and then you get a fair decision by the end of February, or at least the start of that at the end of February. I feel like many of you, like if you're the victim of this, you will have legal recourse, or whoever is the victim of this has legal recourse. Like those posts will have to be removed. Those images will have to be removed. It may not happen in February, but the process will be started. And, you know, unless you're a celebrity, I feel like many of you, it's like, this is not going to have the scope that you may initially feel that it has. Like it's not, you know, I think sometimes we maybe, because it's happening, if it's happening to you, we tend to overestimate like how many people care, or how many people, like, especially those like who really know you, if it's you, or who really know the person who, and then maybe the other party. People aren't dumb. Well, not all of them anyway. People who know you specifically, and who know, especially if someone else is kind of off their rocker or vengeful, they're going to see the truth. Sometimes we just have to trust people to you know, garner the truth, or trust what they know more than what's being said, and particularly on the internet. But I do feel like many of you are getting some sort of legal judgment. You're getting some sort of advisement regarding a situation that is unfair to you, or someone that you are close to, that you care about, or it's a karmic judgment, right? Maybe someone who hurt you is now kind of getting their karmic judgment, and maybe you're part of delivering that, Scorpio. You know, maybe it has to do with just confronting someone, or confronting the situation and dealing with it. To balance those karmic scales. And again, though, you may need some more information, because Dayag is talking about there's a tangible positive result to all of this, but you may not see it at the end of February, although you're going to have some sort of advice, some way forward. For many of you, this could have connections to the past, because the Judgment card for me is a card of resurrection. So resurrecting a situation or issues from the past. So maybe this betrayal or this heartbreak happened in the past. And, you know, it's being, maybe this is somebody you haven't talked to in a while, but now it's kind of like they're coming back and bringing all their issues with them, and asking you for help, or asking you for to forgive them, or to come back to them, or, you know, and you, again, with the Judgment card, have to decide and weigh your options. Like, is that something I want to do? Is that good for me? And there's nothing wrong with taking time out to think about this, but definitely don't put it off too long. I feel like, you know, whatever's not working, you need to confront it. You know, and if you're with someone that you know is not your lifetime partner, but they think that's where you're heading, it's time to deal with that situation. The longer you put it off, the worse it will be, the harder it will be to extricate yourself. And you could find yourself, you know, 10 years down the road, married to the wrong person. So don't make a mistake due to laziness here, Scorpio. And that's not really your style. You could also be advising someone else not to do that, and that would be excellent. Wisdom and advice, you know, if they're this miserable or they've been betrayed or, yeah, I feel like you may be advising someone else, no, you need to get out of this. You need to go talk to a lawyer, see what your rights are, etc. But meet me over on Vimeo, Scorpio. I'm going to shuffle the Nature's Whispers Oracle. I want to see what further spiritual advice they can give us for February about dealing with these energies. So the link again is below. I will see you over there, and I'll see you back here next month.